X fact.
Okay, if you watched the whole video up until this point, this is going to be the downfall of Blastoise HD. You want to know the difference between Maurice and Keemstar? Keemstar is not a criminal, and if you argue that without proof, you are an idiot. The whole point of this video is to show documentation to prove your claims. All these allegations against Keemstar need to be thoroughly checked before you edit clips and make rant videos. There's always two sides to a story, so imagine how Keemstar feels, but nobody's on his side because they all hate him. That's called being a fanboy. That is selective hearing, right? That's the same analogy that I'm using because I'm being attacked from a one-sided affair. After this damn video, you people better step the expose bar up, okay? That means document everything before you build your case. Now let's get back to Blastoise. You want to know the interesting part about this? I would have never pieced this together had it not been for VidCon. After he lied and made his rant video about us wanting to fight 2 years ago.
I'll come to Vegas, what's your address? I'm like, I'm not gonna give you my address, but you know, we could meet up at the UNLV. You know, because I lived next door to UNLV at the time. You know, because I lived next door to UNLV at the time.
Oh, now I remember. I received the bill a couple of months ago from a crediting company, and it was a light bill of $600, right? I had no idea I owed this, but after watching Blastoise rant, he mentioned something that sparked my memory.
Meet me at UNLV. I live next door to UNLV. I'm not gonna give you my address. You know what I mean? I'll give you, you know what I mean? We can meet up. You know what I mean? At the time, we had each other on Twitter or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'll tell you what. You come out here, and I'll meet you up at UNLV, and we can handle this, and we can just talk via.
Okay, after hearing that shit, I ran to grab my bill, and on the top left corner, it said NV Energy in the city of Las Vegas. Now, this could be coincidental, so I called the company and asked them what addresses were associated with the bill, and when was it processed. Let me ask you a question real quick. I need to know one thing.
Right.
So this is a debt collector for what is this, like a light bill or something like that I owed in Las Vegas, Nevada?
Yeah, we work for NV Energy. We're a collection agency.
Okay.
We transfer the collections, and we're just calling you from the collection department.
Okay, and then so basically the bill was what, $69.94?
$669.94. Right now it has a $20.16 interest.
Okay.
On the account.
And I also want to ask you exactly, what was the address for this location?
The service address was.
Okay. Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada.
89102.
Okay. And when was the service provided?
The connect date was June 5th, 2015.
Okay. And the end date? Sir?
Yes, I'm looking for it.
Oh.
Just bear with me. Yes.
I think it was September 10th.
Because they don't send us all information.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have the end date.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird because that's weird because the last rep said that the end date was September 10th of 2015.
Okay, let me check deeper into the notes because there's a lot of notes on this account.
Okay. Look for anything like with a number or two as well. All right, like a phone number. You know, anybody that's, because you know, for my name to be in it, I definitely want to call NV Energy just go back to those dates and see if like.
It has a date of service. It doesn't say last date of service, but I'm sure it is. It's September 10, 2015.
All right. Now, was that the day they cut it off or something, or was that like? Okay.
Right.
Okay. So I thought a minute. Could this actually be Maurice behind this? And it gets better. I went to his channel and found a video about how he went to jail, and I wanted to watch the whole thing just to hear what his crime was.
One story that a lot of people have been asking me to tell is the story of how I ended up in jail and what happened to me when I was in there. It's one of my more interesting stories. What happened was, one night after I had just got done doing some particularly awful crap with the girl that I was kicking it with at the time, which is an awfully atrocious freaking BHD story time, which coincidentally enough, it is so bad that I have not told it on my channel, but I did put the story up on Vimeo, It's for like $2.99. I put it up a while ago. I never figured I would end up telling this story. If you do want to check out that story, I'm gonna have the link on the screen right now, and I'll be putting that up at the end of the story again if you guys want to hear that. Because on Vimeo, I've told a couple of stories that are so bad that I do not plan on releasing them on YouTube.
Okay, in the video, he never talked about his crime, but he talked about other criminals and how much shit he starts with people.
But I got really good fucking stories from some really interesting people. Like one dumb motherfucker who actually tried to fuck me up. Like, I forgot how I pissed him off one day, but he legitimately tried to like fuck me up physically. He was pissed. He was so mad.
So I went to Google his name, which is public, but couldn't find a criminal record or mugshot. 2 reasons I suspect. 1, he's using a fake name so he doesn't ruin his career. And 2, his crime must relate to something he's still doing. Okay, so I went back to his video, and in the description box, it's a link to not just his removed video, so nobody can see it, but his real name, which is Richard. So when I typed that in, all his information came up, including a list of old emails he's used. And you want to know what else I found? His criminal records, which shows the crime that we've been waiting for. Petty larceny. Do you know what that means? That means identity theft. You know, the shit that you use when you're trying to destroy somebody's credit, just like their YouTube careers? He also paid for his mugshot to be removed so nobody could search him up. I mean, think about it. If he said he had a criminal record, but nobody could find his records, I would like to know what he did. Nobody knows because he's still doing it. Now, his incentive to attack me was 2 years ago. A 2-year-old beef, we've already confirmed I'm innocent. He's the real thug, and he's a criminal. So why is he calling me one? I've never had a criminal record, nor have I been to jail.
I basically have to tell you guys the story next week. Because if you get busted, you don't live that down.
As I'm looking for the truth, I went back on his videos and found a vlog outside his house. At this part across the street, there's a stop sign. Now it's blurry, but the name on it says Grove, and I can't read what's under it. But thanks to his brother for making a video about me dressed in a wig, on his Instagram he posted a picture with the same stop sign and the background parking garage. So just to be sure, I went on BHD's Twitter. When he gave out his Skype, it was also connected to the emails from the websites he used, stealing identity, but we'll talk about that later in the video. On this video, however, he's across the street, right? There's his house, and then moments later, there's the same stop sign with the parking garage behind it. So once I contacted NV Energy about the address and the dates, June 5th through September 10th of 2015, I saw a video he made for a new place on August 6th, 2015. For those of you guys who don't know, you must put in 30 days before you move anywhere, right? A 30-day notice. This guy, let's do the math. June, he steals my identity. July, August, he makes a video about moving, and then 30 days later, the bill's issued in my name. September 10th, 2015. Now I can't show you his address, but it was near the parking garage in his videos, and he also said he lives next to UNLV at the time. University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Just Google it. Now thanks to this source Looping Docs, which most of this evidence came from, he sent me the screenshots of his Black Hat World account. That's his name, his email, date of birth, and the timestamps used to log in. For those who don't know what this website is, you can go there if you're trying to steal somebody's information or use their identity. Now he logged into this account back in 2014 and 2015, so let's go over this. We got into it back in 2014, he looked my information up and got my social security number, and used it in 2015 to have me billed. And since we had beef, that was his reason to attack me. I don't know if he's used my information for anything else or gave it out to other people. There's also an IP address when he last used it from the same location on the fucking bill. And he used his middle name Maurice to throw people off from his criminal activities. All this information of his criminal records is public and legal for me to post this for educational purposes only. The links will be down below so you can see for yourself. Okay, so I went ahead and filed a police report. It's being sent to the Las Vegas police, and with all the evidence documented, Richard is facing serious jail time and his career is over. Now, if you believe this guy is still innocent, sign a petition. Get him to take a lie detector test. I guarantee you he's going to fail. If you haven't already, unsubscribe right now from all his channels. There's no reason to support a criminal who makes rant videos with no proof of anything he says. Send this video to all his friends that he follows on Twitter, YouTube, and his network so they can see this. Most importantly, subscribe to the people on the screen. I've used their clips to build my arguments, except those racist bastards who tried to slander me. And also subscribe to Darkmall98 for providing proof so I could clear my name. Now the last thing I want to say before I end this is, download this video right now, upload it to your channel, I give you full permission to use it. I guarantee you he's going to try to flag this video ASAP. Pause the video and download it. Post it on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, send it to every YouTuber that you know that hates reacting channels. Tag your friends and title the video Minnesota Boy Ethers Blasphemous or Minnesota Boy Exposed Blasphemous, and I'll watch the video, leave a like and a comment. So go ahead and monetize the video, make some money off it, and Richard, if you're watching this from prison, next time, don't forget to edit that out. I'll see you in court.
Ready or not, ready or not. You can't hide, you can't hide. On the phone. Take and take. Ready or not, ready or not. You can't hide, you can't.